Hello, it is I, Johnny Hakinashi, the great on these Wall Street charts, and I'm going to make this video for one of my FreeThem Nation uh, members, and he wanted to understand what I'm doing with the how to build a small account with $14. So let's look over what happened this week, where I take the time out to build a small account for you guys who don't have any money to trade. Show you that it's possible with a small account. So I want to go to the trades we took this week. Started the account with $200. We're ending the account at $550 as of today with 3 days of trading. We don't trade every day because the setup doesn't present itself every day. So I will just bring up a live recording of me pretty much calling the markets to the best of my ability using price action algo trading. So it's an algorithmic trading strategy. If this does this, if this does that, if that does this, then we take the trade. If not, then we pass and we wait until the market shows us where the setup is. Now, I also am doing this for my people in my school, which is free at the moment. Type free school in the comment section if you want to join the school and learn the skill set of reading price action. It's free for now, but when I reach my certain amount of testimonials that I have in my mind, I will be charging $3,500 for a 3-month education. Okay, so I would jump on that, or I won't jump on that. Whatever, it's up to you. So let's go over this so that when I'm doing this, you understand what it is you're looking at. So that if you like, you can take the trade where I take the trade. I'm taking the trade. Now I'm using this platform because this is a platform that a lot of people are familiar with. I do not trade on this platform. It's TradeView. However, a lot of people understand this platform and it allows me to set alarms. I trade on NinjaTrader. So I keep NinjaTrader running in the background and I keep this up for a lot of people to see it and be able to follow along easily. Okay. That is why you won't see me take the trade here, but for proof, I always shut the screen down, reopen the screen, and I show you that I'm taking the trades that I'm calling. I'm not just telling you to take a trading. I'm not taking it myself. Okay, that's stupid. Anyways, so let me break down exactly what you're seeing and how it works so that when you see me place these arrows and things like this on the chart, you'll be able to follow along and make some money as well. Okay. So with a small account, we're using the NASDAQ M&Q, and we're using one contract. That's it. Because we're brokies. We only have $200 to lose in the market. So you can't trade two contracts. And if you don't understand risk management and the mathematical equation behind you becoming successful, I suggest you join my school where we have a firm education on risk management and how to be the casino and not the junkie gambler at the casino. But for now, I will tell you, if you're playing with $200, it's difficult to build an account. Not impossible, but difficult. It's difficult because you cannot put more contracts on for your A plus setup because you don't have enough capital to do so. So you have to win big, win often, and lose small. And you got to be right way more times than you are wrong because you only have one contract. You cannot see your, like for our A plus setup, I swing the bat as hard as my risk management rules allow me to. So if my rules allow me to swing the bat with 6 micro E mini contracts, that's what I'm going to do when I see my A plus setup. This does two things. It saves money for a rainy day when that trade takes off and it's doing great, and it covers the days that I don't make money or the days that I lose money or the days that my account is in the red. You can't do that with a small account. So you have to be sharp and you have to take the best setups only. Now that we've gotten that out of the way, there are going to be days where we're green and there are going to be days where we are red, and there are going to be days where we're red, but we're not so red, right? And we have to only accept what the market gives us. I only take 3 trades, sometimes 4 a day, but most of the time I take 1 trade or 2 trades. Okay. I trade all around the clock. I don't have a designated time. It's not a job. can't sit down in front of the computer and be like, oh, I trade at this time every single day and I'm going to make some money. That's not how the charts work. Okay. I trade when the setup presents itself. And that's where this trading view comes along, because I'll set up my charts and I'll put indicators on the chart to send me alerts via text message and email and my cell phone to let me know when my trade is presenting itself. So for me, trading is 24/7. Okay. If I'm asleep at night and I get an A+ setup and this computer starts going off and sending me emails, I'm waking up and I'm going to go get the bag. I don't care about this or that. That's the way it works. That's how you get ahead in trading, especially if you're building a small account. You cannot build a small account and expect for the chart to be perfect when you wake up at 9 o'clock every day to get on the charts. At 8:30, the charts are just supposed to give you your perfect setup. No, it doesn't do that. And that's how people end up taking bad trades. Okay. Now we have that out the way. Let's explain how this works. I do not record my voice. One, is too stressful, and I don't need that stress for a bunch of people who are watching me trade for free and not giving me anything in return. I'm sorry, but I'm just not going to do that. I'm not going to ruin my trading record and the money that I'm making and put pressure on me by talking. So I'm going to type on the charts. You're just going to have to read, period. Okay. Number two, I'm not going to do it because I don't know how to really do that correctly without my computer lagging or without it being a headache. And then sometimes we're waiting on a trade for hours. And I'm not trying to have you listening in my house and what I'm doing and everything I got going on and muting it and unmuting it. I don't have time for that. This is not that valuable to me to be doing that. Okay, so I'm not. So you're just going to have to watch this video and understand when I type buy, what that means, what color the arrows are, what these things mean as well. Okay, so now let's go over it. When you see a green line down here, this is dynamic support. You see a red line up here, this is dynamic resistance. Okay, your traditional, what you guys have all learned is when there's a line across the screen. Let me show you an example. This is what you guys have all learned. This is dynamic. This is a stagnant. That's what we call stagnant resistance level. Okay. That's a stagnant resistance level. They're not the same thing and they are not equal. Trust me. All right. So that's what you guys have all learned. So kind of imagine what I'm showing you here on this live trading day, the same thing. Okay. They act in the same way, right? It's red because there are sellers here. It's green because there are buyers here. Got it? Good. This orange line here is an area of opportunity. I can buy it anywhere within the green and the orange. That's up to you. If you're going to follow me, you could buy it down here at the bottom. You could buy it in the middle. You can buy it when it crosses over the orange line. Completely up to you. However, I suggest you join my school where you will actually understand all of this and you won't have to watch me and depend on me to give you your plays. Because to be honest with you, I'm going to turn my computer on when I feel like it. So don't hold me to me taking every single trade. If I get an A+ setup and I don't have time to turn all this computer stuff on and write all this stuff out, I'm not going to do it because I'm going to make my money, period. So don't completely rely on me 100% of the time because I'm going to do what's in my best interest. Now, if I have time and I've got an alert and it looks like I got 20 to 30 minutes to set all this up so you can see it, I'll do it because I want to help you make some money. And I'd like to get you into the school and turn you into a testimonial. Now, this orange line is the area of opportunity between here and here. So between the dynamic support and this orange line is the area of opportunity. Anywhere where you see an arrow in there, that isn't, and you see me write buy, because sometimes I don't write buy yet because I'm not quite sure what it's going to do. I don't have enough data. But when I do get enough data and I feel like I'm confident about the trade, you will see that I will type buy here. It's freaking simple. The arrow is green. It's pointing to the area and where you buy. Look at the numbers right here. It tells you what numbers I'm going to buy at. It's some simple stuff, guys. Okay. I don't need to talk. I don't need to have conversations with you. Just look at this and watch it. And even sometimes I get there long enough and I can put in alerts and it tells you right here. Okay, boom, and you can see it. This is all live in real time. I write this stuff out. Okay, so now let's go through it quickly. Okay, the bell is going off. It's telling me to buy. Now this is live, guys. I did this live. I trade live because I really do this. Not only do I do it, but I'm effective at teaching it to other people to do it. Who cares about if I can trade? Who gives a damn? What you should give a damn about is, can I teach you how to trade? So as you can see, I'm writing everything out on the charts. Let's skip this. See me? Let's grow a small account with $14. What do I mean by let's grow a small account with $14? I mean that at this point in time, you could have got 25K from Apex for $14. Okay, you could do that, or you could have done what I told my other members of my group is take $200 and put it into a trading account. Okay, that's the minimum with Ninja Trader to where you'll be able to get in here and play the game, the living room casino. Okay, now as you can see, I'm writing everything out. I wrote it out here, and I think what I was doing there is I was trying to show you that I take my own trades. All right, now let's go over this here. You see where it says reverse long safety stop, okay? It'll say reverse long safety stop. What that means is I don't essentially have a stop loss. I don't like the word loss because I'm going to trade for as long as I can until I can't see anymore. So I use the term reverse long or reverse safety stop, right? So what that means is I don't essentially get out of the trade and I'm done. Once price hits this part, I just get out of the position that I was in and I get into the position in the other direction. Now, why do I do that? Well, I do that because I have the data that says that this is profitable for me when I do this. When you go back and you look at your data, if you've been a follower of me, you know that I discuss TradeZilla. So I have data that shows that when I'm wrong, if I were just to reverse the trade, I'm right. So I'm always right. For some reason, the way our setup, the way our algorithmic step-by-step trading system works is typically when my safety stop gets hit, the market is going to continue to go in that direction. Now I have a few signs that tell me that it's not going to go in that direction. And I know what those signs are just from experience. But for the most part, when it hits about here, it's going to continue going in that direction. Unless it shows me another thing, which I'll get into that later. And then I'll know that the reverse, it should not be taken and just to get out of the trade in general. But if that were to ever happen, which I think it did this week, I just will type flatten all your orders or take profit now. I'll tell you something like that, but I won't leave you hanging and let you just take the reversal if I don't believe in the reversal. FYI. Okay. So now that we're talking about that, that's what this red line is. And this red line is to tell you that there are sellers here to push the market down, and it can keep going all the way down into here. And there will be money to be made. The amount of money that can be made here, I will then put in new accept profits, accept profit 1, accept profit 2. Sometimes I only put accept profit 1, and sometimes I put accept profit 2. It just depends on how much money I make. If I've made my essential goal for the day, I'm not going to be greedy and try to take more money and put an accept profit 2, because greedy pigs get slaughtered in these markets, and I've learned my lesson about that. Now that we've gone over that, you will see here you have another arrow where it says that I will accept profit here. Now this was for the people who started an account with only $200. I think this day, I don't know what they made. I can't remember. But let's take a look at what happened. So you will see that I told you to buy here and I told you to accept profit here. Let's see how this played out. Now, as you see, thus far, I am correct. Okay. How did I know that? Well, because I'm using an algorithmic trading strategy. It's just, we do this. The market does the same shit over and over. It's your emotions that get in the way of you making money. So as I'm in this trade, it's going in our favor. Let's see if it starts to go against us. Still going in our favor. Still going in our favor. Still going in our favor. Up, starting to go against us. Up, it's going in our favor. Starting to go against us. Now it's going sideways, the market up, and there you have it. Did I not call it play for play? What does this say down here for the alert? You're close to your accept profit, okay? So the profit not only was hit, but TP2 was hit too, because TP2 would have been right here in this area. But I didn't go for TP2. Why would I need to go for TP2 when I just made almost, I don't know how many, that's a lot of damn ticks, bro. Okay, it's probably like 200 or something. I don't know. Let me look. Let me see if I showed y'all my screen of me making money. Oh, I guess I didn't. Man, how did I not do that on this one? It must have been my first day. Yeah, so on this one, I didn't show you guys that I actually took the trade too. I think I remember this day. I did this in my sleep. Yeah, see, I did it in my sleep. This was a trade that I took overnight. I didn't even watch it. Okay, and it hit the TP, so on and so forth. And this is just me showing you that this is as easy as it is. I keep things color coordinated. Oh, 200 tick move. Okay, that's decent income. You know, the 200 tick play. And we did it with one micro E-mini. We risked 50 cents. Okay. And in total, it says here, this is me writing this, 352 tick move. These are the kind of moves you need to make money when you are trading with a small account. Let's continue. Let's go to another example so that you can understand how to follow along and make some money. I'm not paying attention to the chat box. I'm not trying to talk to you while I'm trading. I'm sorry, but I have ADD. I can't focus on that, all that kind of stuff. Okay. And I'm not going to. I'm not looking in the chat box and what you're talking about or none of that. Okay. Let's go back to lives. All right. And we did that one. Let's do this. Let's see what happened here. Okay, once again, we have our lines, our dynamic support, our dynamic resistance, same thing. I promise I'm going to be consistent with the colors of the dynamic support and dynamic resistance so you guys don't get confused. As I said before, though, you should be in the school so that you can learn how to do this yourself. Don't rely on me. Don't rely on anyone. This is a skill set everyone should have. All right, so as you can see, I'm setting up the charts. I'm getting ready to call out the market. Now, there are times I call out the market and I'm right, like I did on that one play, line for line. And there are times I'm wrong, but that's, for me, that's the funnest part, because then from there, I have to adapt. I have to figure out how to make it pop. I got to figure out how to do it right. I got to figure out how I could turn it around and get on the side of the market, get on the right side of the market. That's when the fun starts to happen. All right, so let's go through here. As you can see, I'm not sure yet of what I want to do. I'm still drawing on the charts and trying to figure out. I'm probably on my NinjaTrader account, That's why nothing's happening here. Because the screen recording software typically only records this screen. I don't know how to record both. And I'm not going to put the effort forth to figure out how to do that either. Oh, there you go. You'll see me. Okay. So as you can see here in the background, I am always taking the trades that I'm calling out. Okay. Now, I think as you can see here, there is a red line here saying to buy in this area. Okay. See how it's red? That means short. For some odd reason, this thing is cut off, and I don't know why it's doing that. You can't even see that it says to short, which is annoying. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Well, it's here. I don't know why later on you couldn't see it, but I'll be mindful of that in the future. But as you can see, it says short here. Okay. So I guess I didn't have it completely ready where I wanted it. And it looks as if I was like, okay, I feel like the market will go here, and then this will be a good place to short. So remember, the market is dynamic. So you have to adjust to it. And let's see if price hits that section. Guys, I'm telling you, it's easy. It's a layup to follow what I'm doing. You don't need me to talk to you. You don't need to hear my voice. You just need to look. Use your eyes and look. Short here. It says it right here, and it has the number. Okay, where you can get in at. Okay, let's move this along. We don't have all day. Just trying to give you a clear understanding of what you're looking at. Okay, as you can see, price is now hitting this area. Okay, and I am in the trade on my other account. Even though you don't see me trading on here because I don't use TradingView to trade. But in the background, I'm trading on NinjaTrader. I'm taking the trades that I'm calling, and I'm not taking it into my sim account. I'm taking it in my real live NinjaTrader account. Ah! God damn! Killed a big ass spider on my hand. That shit was black too. Excuse me. Hate spiders. Oh, creep me out. Okay, so as you can see, I shorted it. I don't know how I was able to call it right at the top. I do know how. You got to join the school, and I'll teach you how to do that. You think I would tell you that right here? Most of y'all probably ain't even watching. I saw the average number of how long people watch my videos. You guys don't have an attention span worth a damn. And you want to learn something that's going to make you thousands and thousands of dollars, and you can't even sit through a 12, 14, 20, 30-minute video. You're a lost cause. I'm letting you know right now. So as you can see, price is shorting. It's shorting. As you can see here, this line, I'm going to figure out a color for it. But this line here is for me to accept profit or think about not accepting profit. Think about maybe just letting it run through. But I don't know if I'm going to do that for you guys. I think I just got to keep it simple. Accept profit 1, accept profit 2. You know what I mean? And just like that. But that's what that means. So price is moving. Price is moving. Okay. And at this point, I decided accept profit right here. Okay. I decided that I don't like how the sellers started to lose momentum. And nothing's wrong with $45 for the day on an account that only has a couple of $100 in it. That's your problem. You think that you're supposed to make thousands of dollars off your funky ass $200. You're crazy. It's not the way the market works. In no way, shape, form, or fashion. So you be fucking happy with this $45 that the market gave you for clicking the mouse. That's all you did. Now, if you had 6 or 7 accounts, that's $45 times 6. You do the math. Now you're talking money. Okay? So as you can see, that played out well. And to be honest, I painted this one yellow because I wasn't sure if I really wanted to get out, but I said, hell, $45 is good enough. It's Friday, fuckery day in the market. So let's just take the $45. But I had a feeling, that's why it's yellow, that the market was going to go all the way down here. Now, this I should have erased, because once the market disrespects my first guess, and now I have a new hypothesis, all of my old guesses are out the window. So I'll make sure that next time I do not, next time I won't just leave it on the charts. That's bad teaching on my behalf, and I'm learning from my mistake now, that I shouldn't leave this stuff on the charts. But in my mind, I already know that this is null and void. I would not buy again. Now, the reason I would not buy again is simple, because this was one of my first ideas. They didn't come down here. They didn't retest this area. So all through this area here are people who are willing to buy it at this price. But that doesn't mean once it's hit dynamic resistance that when they come back down here, they'll be willing to buy it again. That is not what it means. At that point, I would need to look at the higher time frame and see the pattern on the higher time frame. Then I would need to come back to here and wait for a swing in this area before I decide to buy it. But if there's no swing and they just keep going down, then you see why I'm saying why this is null and void. It wouldn't make sense to have it anymore, because the game is different now. Okay, the game is completely different. I don't know if these buyers are even still here, because if I were a buyer, I bought it down here. You make this big so you can see. If I were an intelligent buyer, I would buy it down here, and holy moly, dude, this is so many ticks of money, and get out here. So that means I no longer have a position here anymore. Everyone who bought in here and here and here, why would they have a position down here anymore if they could have made, I don't know how many ticks this is, but it's a lot. And that's a lot of money. So now it's time for us to sell and take our profits. And then when they sell, they're just like me. They reverse. They sell, then they short the market. And the thing about shorting is, once it starts happening, man, that thing takes off because people panic. And then it just adds to the selling pressure. That's why longing and shorting are two different, complete different skill sets that you will have to develop, both of them. Because when people get to shorting, even though the people who control how the way the market moves, they can control the longing, but they can't really control how far the shorting goes, because people freak out when it's time to lose money. And that's why you always see the shorts end up going so much longer than the longs. People are less optimistic and they're more pessimistic. And as soon as they start to lose money, they're not trying to hold, they're trying to exit. And that adds to the selling pressure, which adds to a quicker decrease in the trend, the decrease in the trend to the downside. Okay, so as you can see, line for line, I called it. We all made money. It hit the profit target. I shorted. I made money. This was a good day. We grew the account. The account's behind y'all's back. I went back in there. I made a few more dollars. The account's at 552 today. Okay, but as you can see, everything is all written out. Very simple for everyone to understand. And I hope this really helps you guys to follow along. When I go live, it might be in your best interest to hop your ass on the computer and try to take some trades with your boy. It's not financial advice. I'm an idiot, and you're an idiot if you decide to blindly follow me into these trades. Just thought I'd say that. You're a grown-ass adult. Figure it out. But if you do choose to follow me, this is how it works. This is what I'm doing. I'm going to grow a small account I'm about to open my school for my 25 students that are in school. So if they would like to make money while they're learning, so they don't have to stress about money, they can follow me with a very little bit amount of money to grow their account. And because it can be done, it's just very difficult. At a certain point, though, it won't be so difficult. Like when we get to $1,000, then we can add one more contract. And now we can trade with two contracts. So when we have an A+ setup, we could take two contracts. And so a day where I got 45 ticks will now turn into a $90 day, right? So you got to just happy with this $45 that the market blessed you with. And remember, accept profit. We don't take nothing from the market. There is no taking. You ain't taking shit. The market's taking your money. You jabroni. Remember, if you want to do it, take your time, do it right. You can do it. You can get your money right. It is I, Johnny Hikinashi, the great on these Wall Street charts.